Alrighty, we're getting close to finishing up round 1. This match is between iamBQB and Ahong. So starting off with BQB, we have Ronin, the Samurai, Grass, the Lancer, Hopper, the Lancer, and Tank, the Paladin. I believe this is like the exact same team you sent in last time, so this will be interesting to see how it goes after a rather big version change. But let's see. So we have 2 Lancers who do a ton of damage. Attack up does not boost jump damage, unfortunately for you, but it will boost the normal spear pokes, which will hit quite hard. Warpath, just something to note. These guys are clones. Paladin, support Paladin, very tanky. Right, 40/40 auto potion, magic defense up. He supports with items, transfusion, and decap procs from Battle Axe. And Germina's Boots means he can move around to wherever he's needed and give an item or transfuse or whatever. Samurai, expect pretty mediocre, and by mediocre I mean just like not amazing draw damage. The offensive draws are Osura and Kiku, and no L boosting, so 15 times 7 equals 105 damage. Not amazing. Murasame and Masamune though will be good. Murasame will of course heal for 150 HP, 15 times 10. And Masamune, hasten regen. Gotta love it. Regen, very nice because these guys are all have very high HP. The lowest is the Samurai at 380 basically. But yeah, Paladin and Samurai support. Lancers go kill things. Ahong's team is composed of Ahong the Paladin, Natalie the Chemist, Jin the Priest, and Jin the Archer. Let's see. Well, this Archer will hit very hard. He has boasting a whopping 17 PA, full PA stack. He has Kagesogi. He has 5 Kagesogis, and they will all hit very hard. And concentrate. So you're not gonna get away from them. You're not gonna dodge them. And I just noticed Warpath. So he's also gonna get, he's only gonna do more damage over time. I personally prefer Mithra Bow over Ultimus Bow. You're only gonna get like 16 less damage from Kagesogi. Same physical damage shot. But notably, that point of speed you get from Mithra Bow, over the course of a match, you'll probably get an extra turn or 2 with 10 speed compared to a 9 speed unit. Which is relevant, because this guy hits very hard. You want him to get a lot of turns in. Moving on to the other physical attacking unit, we have the Paladin. Chaos Blade, PA save, Warpath as well. He's going to hit very hard. He has Southern Cross. Chaos Blade is pretty nice because it just dispels a bunch of buffs on hit. And then a whopping 17 weapon power. Grand Cross is going to hurt. And his PA save as well, and high HP. So Silk Robe, nice choice. Gives you a lot of HP and gives you some extra MP for a few more Southern Crosses. You might as well just have Attack Up instead of Overwhelm. Attack Up will boost your damage more. And you don't have any other ninja abilities from Ninja. So that's an easily made swap that should be made. And you don't have 2 other units with Attack Up. Onto the Chemist, support Chemist, right? Very standard support Chemist. Draw out from Masamune. Magic defend up, critical quick, pretty interesting. Can definitely be relevant. Holy Mitre does not boost Blaze Gun's damage, so that is unfortunate. That's a bit of a waste. Chantage though, re-raise. She'll do her job well. And every now and then, Blaze Gun can just shoot someone down. The Priest, Summon Magic, short charge. Hits hard. She has Cyclops and Odin. Yeah, and those are summons that get boosted from Golden Hairpin at 15 MA. Like, that's good damage and short charge. Also his Chantage. And of course, when not throwing summons out, can use like Reisu and Asuna, I believe. Alright. This match, also hard to call in my opinion. Because I think BQB's Lancers do just enough damage with Jump to one-shot Ahong's Archer. And if that is the case, that's going to be really, really good for BQB and bad for Ahong. Because Ahong's Archer does a ton of damage. That said, I feel like Ahong overall has the advantage. He can definitely put on more pressure as opposed to BQB, but then again, BQB, very tanky. Murasame and Transfusion can heal a lot of damage. Something important to watch out for might actually be the HP restores on these Lancers. Because if they go off, obviously that's just a lot of wasted actions, and these guys hit very hard. If you can drop one of BQB's units, then BQB becomes very sad because he's stuck with Revive and Phoenix Down to revive, which is easily dealt with by everyone, basically, right? Concentrate, Summon Magic for AoE, Blaze Gun, unavoidable. Also, if the priest goes for Odin, Death Procs might be very relevant, because as I mentioned, BQB does not want his units going down. Of course, no one wants their units going down, but it's harder, it's extra bad for him because he doesn't have like Raise 2. So, round 1 will take place at map 53, entrance to Death City. Indeed, a small map. Of course, the map order is small, large, medium, but yes, very small, very cramped. Movement kind of awkward because of those two, little corridors. Yeah, let's see how that plays out. Masamune. So for the Masamune, BQB's Lancers at 8 speed move after Ahong's 9 speed Lancer, and they should be able to land a jump in. And oh, big damage. They're going to focus down the Paladin right away. Here's a Cyclops. Line Proc from Cyclops might also be relevant. Very low damage, actually. I believe those two both have managed to fend up. But look at that, 311 damage Kage Sogi. That's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, but BQB's Paladin doing his job. Transfuse for 180, that's a lot. He healed a bit over half of the damage that Ahong just dealt. Re-raise. And as I believe I said, regen plus high HP units equals a lot of healing, a lot of free healing. Spear Poke gets blocked, and that's a Cure 4. Oh yes, Cure 4 is an interesting choice, I believe, personally, from Ahong. But it might actually work very well, given that BQB's, heavy hitters are concentrated huge chunks of damage from those Lancers. And oof, there he goes. Warpath upping the damage just a little bit. Kiku for, again, 105, not very impressive. And very laughable after Auto Potion, but that jump is not laughable whatsoever. Here's a Southern Cross. That gets guarded. Things still very even, but maybe not after the jumps land, because there goes one unit. And soon, another one should follow as well. Tank doing work with that Battle Axe. Samurai gets the Kiku. Darkness on the Samurai, not terribly relevant. She'll just use Draw It all day, basically. 310 damage, oh my god. My god, those guys do so much. All those units have Warpath. All 4 physical high DPS units have Warpath. So they're just gonna be doing more and more damage to each other. They will eventually want to KO each other, no problem. Oh my. Big numbers. Scary big numbers. That was a very low percent chance, raise 2. Which is kind of iffy. Which makes me think that everyone on... No, not everyone has Serpentarius on that team. I believe Ahong's Archer does have Serpentarius though, which probably would explain the low hit rate for on raise 2. And that looks like internal bad compat. Aquarius with Taurus? Oh, but the chemist is... It was the chemist who was Taurus, I think, right? In which case, it's okay. Because, you know, items don't care about Zodiac compat. Oh, wow, that's a lot of damage. So things are not looking good for Ahong. BQB is at an early lead. Or, not early lead. He is taking the lead. Paladin is there for the transfuse. And he has... Wait, does he have light? No, he doesn't have light robe, but he does regen from Asumune, which covers a good bit of the HP needed for a transfuse. That's a lot of damage. The AoE from both sides just slowly chipping away here and there. It looks like Ahong's Paladin is getting ignored. But again, movement is definitely a bit awkward on this map. Ooh, missed! That would be huge. Maybe? Because that Archer might actually be able to get a turn, and... Yeah, those are very low percent, raise 2s. Re-raise is a pretty nice... yeah, it's actually pretty nice for BQB. You know, they don't have to spend that turn actively reviving their units. And 60%! That'll happen. Missed raise 2s will happen. And missed raise 2s really, really suck. Those jumps are nearing 400 damage now. That's absurd. Archer goes down again. Paladin will probably soon go down again. Wizard Staff Whack misses. Asura. Bit of damage, no auto potion. Will the Archer get a turn in? Again, that Paladin does have 5 move, courtesy of Germinus boots. Ooh, the Priest goes down, but so does the Lancer. And both those units have revive. This is really interesting, because it's just like... Oh! A huge miss. At least in terms of percentages. That was very unlikely, and very unfortunate for BQB. Moogle. For a decent amount. Except these Lancers do like 1,000,000. So it's not going to be as relevant. Here is a poke. Another Lancer gets back up. Can he jump? He does not jump, even though he could have jumped onto the Paladin, in theory. Lancer barely survives the Kagesogi, but he is now inflicted with darkness. Which means he's not going to be very effective unless he's jumping on someone. Should be a lot less effective at putting people down. A missed, no HP restore. Missed HP restore. Not good for BQB, but there is a transfusion. Wow, this is very hard to call, and oh my god, 300... The Kagesogi is nearing 400 damage as well. This is insane. And yeah, darkness. Darkness, it's huge. It's huge. But without darkness, that Archer is probably dead. But with it, he's alive. Paladin can go for a Grand Cross, or no, just a 446 damage melee. Wow. Carbone gets off just in time. The Priest probably was getting a bit low on MP. Tank forced to explosion himself. Oh, the Paladin only has enough MP for 1 re-raise. Kiku, for not enough. Only making things scarier. PA save, but he does get poked down from the re-raise Lancer. But here's a cover fire. Dropping Lancer again. So, Ahong is slowly pulling ahead. Couple miss here and there. The darkness proc was really was pretty darn important in my opinion. Ahong honestly could afford to have missed a raise too, right there. But it hit, which is good for Ahong. We are closing in on the 400 damage mark. My friends are coming back, so expect some noise. And there's a cure. Well, the Cure 4 is a lot less relevant than I thought, given the absolute absurd damage output from the Lancers.
No, that's not even in-game RP though, because you're not playing as the character, you're playing as the summoner.
I'm recording, Michael. Anyway, yeah, as you guys probably heard that, but yeah, not a big deal, cause it's just poking and raising and whatnot. Yeah, now that BQB is in the resing loops, things are not looking good. 477 damage, Southern Cross. Where are their Braves at? What are their Braves at? Yeah, it should be. Oh, there's an HP restore though. Priest? Priest, Carbuncle's just in time. She's at very low 20 MP. And now the Archer can cover fire. Or just Kagetsugi. Wow. We're at hitting 90 Brave. Transfusion. The very small map is helping makes BQB's AoE healing very worthwhile. Like between the Samurai and Paladin, that's 330 HP healed. Oh my god, 500 damage? Dear god, that's absurd. But yeah, Ahong? Firmly in the lead now, I think. Very firmly in the lead now. Cyclops missed, but who cares? Because, holy crap, they are doing a ton of damage. And yeah, now that BQB is stuck in Resloop land, he will eventually lose, because none of his units can stay up long enough. Right, the Archer and Paladin can just one-hit, one-shot the Lancers, and then... Or the Chems can just, you know, shoot the Phoenix Down unit. It is only a matter of time. Kiku not gonna do enough. They all have region as well from Masamune's. 260 some damage, jeez. Phoenix down, and his don't move, so Cyclops. And Southern Cross should end the round. Or not. I believe that Paladin does, as a reminder, I think the Paladin does have pretty decent evade, but Ahong's Archer has Concentrate. As a friendly reminder. That looks to be a Carbuncle. Big damage. Like, even after Auto Potion, that's 180. Oh. More Southern Crosses on the way. Misses. But it's not gonna save BQB. Ahong is going to take round 1. Eventually. There's a Southern Cross. Barely alive. Cyclops might be able to do enough to the Samurai, probably not. I was only snagged the paladin. He has poison. He's gonna take a good bit from poison. 70. Oh, 56. Yeah, it's like 12%. Yeah. I somehow expected poison to do a lot more damage. I'm not sure why. Anyways, there really isn't much that I can say. Just, I really don't know what to say. I'm just repeating myself. BQB will eventually lose. Part of me is tempted to speed up, but this is a tournament match. I don't feel that'd be right. That hurts so much. Auto potion, keeping that archer, the samurai, alive, but she's gone. Lancers, finally about to crystallize since they're only at 8 speed. And Paladin is blind as well, so those decap procs really aren't gonna. It's not gonna cut it. Make the cut. Ah, you guys know what I mean. I can't talk. Once the archer gets his turn, like so, bam. Alright, Ahong takes round 1. Let's see what happens in round 2. Alright, round 2, Follow Plains. So it took a while, but eventually, Ahong managed to grind out an advantage. Right, Ahong took a slight lead, and he grinded it out into a win. The match seems to be pretty momentum-based. Whoever gets the upper hand can keep it semi-well. Ahong a bit better with the Blaze Gun Chemist and the AoE from the Summoner. But you know, BQB has draw out and the 5-move Paladin as well. But you know, whoever can keep the other stuck in a sandbag loop, I think will eventually win, and that will generally be Ahong. Because of the Blaze Gun, because of the AoE. But it is a 4v2 right now. The bigger map, definitely a big help for BQB's jumping Lancers. And a missed Raise 2 rears its ugly head. Things are not looking good for Ahong. Paladin gets back up, but only for Chakra. And again, attack up would benefit that more than Overwhelm. And the Paladin is going down again. AI is, of course, stupid with a jump. Sorry, the Damned, I don't know what you're talking about when you say that the AI is really good with jump. They aren't. They will jump on your sleeping allies. They don't. At the second missed Raise 2. Only 1/9 chance of happening, but that really sucks for Ahong, but that is, with 66% Raise 2s, you have to expect them to miss. And a decap proc, so everything's going BQB's way this round. We should be very quickly moving on to round 3. Definitely, I think one part that helped keep the game going so long was of the awkwardness of the map in round 1. I think it's, like, overall as a map, I think it's fine. Just movement can definitely feel weird. It leads to some weird situations. There's a lot of choke points and just overall constricted movement. But, see? Like, the AI will do that. A jump will be enough to kill someone, and then they kill the unit anyway, so it's a wasted action. It's terrible, it's frustrating. They're just minor things though. Again, 4v1. BQB will be taking round 2. The priest can raise 2, but those lancers do a ton of damage. Chemist has re-raise, but she might be able to survive. Oh, not a jump. Boing. Look at that! Look at that! Isn't that just like frustratingly stupid? See? See? AI is not good with jump. AI is not good with jump. AI is not good with jump. I guess they're good enough with it that I would be tempted to run them. One of my variations of Anishid was definitely had a Lancer in it. That's more for their big numbers, because I like big numbers, and I'm sorry, I should not... I'm intention whore, that's why I'm recording videos, that's why I keep talking about myself, about my own teams. But big damage, except guarded. So Ahong's actually still in this right now. Very importantly, gets rid of re-raise, and oh, critical quick? High potion himself, that critical quick, very relevant there. That should be a raise 2. Here's a transfusion. But if Ahong's Paladin gets a turn, he can Grand Cross them both, and the raise, another raise 2 misses. That sucks, but it is going to miss a third of the time. Another critical quick, probably another high potion, but another poke will finish her off. Ooh, big crit. Big crit, one-shots the Paladin. 99% chance misses. Well, RNG is returning the favor to BQB and favoring Ahong a little bit with that miss. Of course, that miss wasn't terribly relevant, unless a decap proc would hit as well. Lancer finishes off the Chemist. Paladin continues to go after the Priest. No decap proc, no auto potion either, but the Archer can shoot someone, but not for enough. Only 371. Only. Kiku finishes off the Archer. So once again, we're back to a 4v1. No one has re-raised and whatnot. Raise 2 hits. Lancer, Stigma Magics himself. Another missed auto potion. Archer does get another turn and does get a finish off one of BQB's Lancer, but he does have re-raise. Kiku chips away. Auto potion heals most of it. Lancer runs and nothing. The raise 2 hits, the raise 2 hits. So all of a sudden, oh, but Ahong's Paladin is going to crystallize because the Chemist opted to kill instead of Phoenix down. Auto potion triggers. Lucky for Ahong that there have been no decap procs, but there was a jump. And so I thought Ahong might have been making a comeback, but the chance of that, well, Archer's still very healthy. Archer still does a lot of damage. Darkness, again, not terribly relevant. Priest does go down, though, and that is important. So the Chemist is still there. But then BQB's Paladin is still there. And he's probably going to eat the crystal. AI like them. The AI loves them crystals. Asura continuing to chip away. Ever so slightly. Because of auto potion. A big jump. I'm assuming it's going to finish off the Chemist. Because, yeah. So now it's a 3-on-1. And the Archer cannot revive. Hits through the blind. Archer finishes off the Lancer. So the question now is, can Ahong's Lancer solo the rest of BQB's team? Samurai still in there, still in the game. Ahong's Archer's out of MP, so no more Kagetogis. Gets a double turn. Finishes off the Samurai. She gets back up. Murasame is... Holy crap. I thought BQB was going to take this round, but... What do we have here? Phoenix down. So BQB is stabilizing a bit. And again, if the Archer had 10 speed, that'd help things a lot here as well. Masamune will now make life very difficult for Ahong. Because those two units now outspeed the archer. Gets just in time, Lancer gets a jump, and BQB takes round 2. This has been an exciting match. This has been a good match. Alright, round 3. Round 3 will take place at map 101, tutorial 1, with the water. Alright, let's see what the tiebreaker has in store for us. This has been a good match. This has been a good match. Yeah, soon enough, one of these two guys will be advancing onto round 2, the other will go to loser's bracket. BQB gets the first hit in with a jump. Ahong's archer retaliates. Paladin goes for a bandage. Transfusion would not be enough to heal from... Healing would not have healed enough HP to survive another attack from the archer, and you know, even draw out, even with the med damage, it's enough to finish off wounded units from those lancers who do a ton of damage. Cure 4, but jump, and it looks like BQB is certainly going to be taking an early lead here. No more, oh no, still re-raise. That looks to be probably a Cyclops. We probably haven't seen Odin, because Cyclops simply just does more damage than Odin. And not super relevant for against this team, but Dark is a lot more resisted than Holy. I believe Geigen has his load chart for that. I'm pretty sure that's right, given, you know, Black Costume. The Curse Rings, of course, deal with both Dark and Holy. Anyway, jump. Probably going to finish that archer off. Paladin just moves around. Priest. Moogle? Moogle. Samurai going for Kiku, but auto potion heals away all of that. Chemist, of course, going for the Phoenix Down. But Ahong removes haste, regen, and re-raise. Re-raise, again, very important for BQB. He does not want to spend his turns actively reviving his units. And there was a missed raise too. Oh, the pain. A missed re-raise gives them more HP than just a plain old Phoenix Down. Because re-raise heals you with anywhere from like 1 to 10% of your max HP. Whereas Phoenix Down is guaranteed between 1 and 20. 1 and like 20, like 3 or something. Here's a Cyclops. A jump? No, just a poke. Why didn't he jump? He would have, you know, been able to dodge the Cyclops as well as killed the Priest. Oh, AI, I don't understand you. And both those units have 8 speed as well. So, oh, AI, you're stupid. But there's a Kiku. Finishes, gets the job done. BQB's other Lancer. Yeah, BQB is firmly in... is definitely ahead. It is a effective 3v2. Never mind, 3v1. I say 3 because one of BQB's Lancers is in critical. And so he's just going to stay away. Samurai might... he's probably going to go for a Kiku, yeah. Paladin too far away to heal. But not far away enough for a re-raise. He was close enough for a re-raise. Again, thanks to those Germinus boots. That Priest? Now the Lancer chooses to jump on the Priest? Okay. Okay. Whatever, AI. Whatever. The Lancer moves next to his Paladin buddy, who promptly rewards him with an X potion. But yeah, BQB will be taking this. I really don't see Ahong pulling this off. It is a 4v1. Transfuse? Transfuse. Another unit crystallized. And yeah, the heavy hitters, the damage dealers on Ahong's team have both crystallized. Cure 4, not going to save her. poke. Can the Lancer get a jump in? No. Another Phoenix down, probably. Which will be easily dealt with a Kiku. Like so. Lancer gets a jump in. And... oh, well, good thing for BQB that critical cook did not trigger there. Regardless, it would not have made a big difference as BQB, as I'm once again repeating myself, that BQB would have won that round anyway, and indeed he does. BQB, well done. iamBQB, well done. You're advancing on to round 2, and Ahong, good luck in the Netherworld.